is up, guys? Welcome back to another haunted historical adventure. However, it's going to be a little bit different today. I am at the historic Fort Meigs here in Ohio, and we are not able to do a paranormal investigation. But when I was talking with some of the employees, they said that I could definitely come back, take a tour, walk around, and get drone footage, which is exciting. I just can't do an investigation. So we're going to see if walking around, if I just get an EVP or anything. I don't know, just out of curiosity. One of the historical societies that helps donate to this every single year, I can't think of their name right now. I'll put it right here on the video. But they donate just so much a year. Unfortunately, they need to make about $500,000 a year to be able to operate this place, and right now they're only at about $300,000 a year. One of the places that donates only contributes about 30% of that amount of money, but because they donate, they have a right to say what they can and cannot do here. So one of the things that they do not allow is paranormal investigations. The people that work here, the actual Fort Meigs staff, would be super cool with it. They would love to do it. They had ghost hunters actually call to do an investigation here. Ghost hunters! The show Ghost Hunters. And they said no. Everything with them is prohibited. So unfortunately, a lot of the locations in Ohio that I wanted to do are going to be prohibited, because there's no point in reaching out to them, because they actually have an email that they sent that they have to read off to tell people no. So I just want to say to y'all over there at the society, bogus. Totally bogus. You should be helping these people make some money. And if it's haunted here, why not make a little extra cash so they can maybe take care of the site a little more? That's how I feel. But whatever, to each his own. So we're going to go here and we're going to take a look around so you guys can at least see it. And yeah, we'll enjoy the scenery. Let's go get them. All right, guys. So believe it or not, I can't even do drone footage now. So again, big shout out to the Ohio History Connection for not allowing anybody to do paranormal stuff here, to help them make some more money to keep this place going. I mean, $200,000 more they could be making, even just allowing that. But I can't even get drone footage even to show you guys what it looks like. But nonetheless, why I'm here today is because I want people to come here and support this place, to keep it running, keep it going. So hopefully you'll be interested in the history that's here, and it's just a nice little historical nook and cranny in Ohio that you can come see. So yeah, I'm excited. So we're gonna do this anyway. Let's go. All right, so here we got here. Fort Meigs was built during the early days of the War of 1812. So the United States began the conflict by declaring war against England in June of 1812. So in actuality, what makes it kind of cool is this was obviously made around, well, right before the Battle of River Raisin, but it would have been after the Battle of Fallen Timbers, I believe, if I can remember correctly. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here we got some right here. The war in the West had gone poorly for the United States. In August 1812, General William Hull surrendered Detroit and his entire army to the British. On January 22nd, 1813, the 2nd United States Army, led by James Winchester, was defeated at Frenchtown. Remember the raisin! Which is present-day Monroe, Michigan, as it attempted to make its way to reclaim Detroit for the United States. So, there you go. Winchester, that's our raisin dude. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's neat how all of this kind of like intertwines with each other. Again, I'm using this director's view, so you can still see what I'm looking at as I'm walking, but I can just switch back and forth. Today, they got some like kind of cool things going on. They got some archery things here. So we're going to be able to talk to the manager. I got to find John. He's got a lot of information that he can tell us. And then I'm also going to go up to some of the reenactors, just kind of ask them what they're doing. But I don't want to get into too many specifics because I want you to come visit here and show them some love. So we're just coming in here. Looks like you can go left or right. Most of the, oh, I just heard gunshots. Most of this stuff, I believe she said, was over here. So we'll start over here. I think they have little plaques that kind of show. And there's the big monument over there. So cool. You know, it really sucks. I wanted to get drone footage of this place so bad. I'm so mad that I can't. It's really annoying, actually. Ohio History Connection. Come on. Jeez. Killing me, Smalls. Alright. Well, it kind of sucks that these are locked up. You got some cannons over there. Let's see what this house is. In August 1813, General Harrison began to prepare the army for the invasion of Canada. Ordered the large fort destroyed and replaced by a small stockade approximately 50 yards square, surrounded by a steep-sided ditch 6 feet deep, 5 feet across. So I'm assuming this is kind of like a little stockade house or something. Probably where they would sit, I'm assuming. I love history, but I don't know that much about it. They must have sit up here maybe and watched. Not really sure. Anybody knows, please comment below. Because you know, Suga doesn't know everything. I'm just really into history. It's kind of a rainy, gloomy day, but there's cannons. Pretty cool. I'm sure it's not original. It could be though. Fort Meigs employed 5 artillery batteries during the first siege and added a 6th along the fort's west wall shortly after the battle ended. The Grand Battery was the largest artillery battery at Fort Meigs. Yeah, cool. Pretty cool. And it looks like I just kind of want to step up here. And some tall grass, but still, it looks like there's steps here. And that's too many. I don't want to see any ticks, but pretty cool. You can see all that down there. Neat. Ugh. Stepping down here. Alright. Pretty cool. What is this, like a battering ram or something? I don't know what that is. Again, if you know, comment below what this contraption would be. Maybe it looks like it's the end of the cannon. So maybe that swapped out cannons? I'm not really sure. This is the memorial up here. Let's see what we got going on. A lot of sand. I wonder if you can get in there. There must be a walkway somewhere to get into the memorial. I guess we just took a little detour. This is definitely open here. And this is like a replica, right? But the fort did stand here. So obviously this is how they had it. In case anybody came up these hills, I'm assuming. We can go up here. We'll be able to see it a little more. I was hoping we were going to be able to get into some buildings, but I don't know if any are going to be open. But let's see what we got back here. Oh wow, yeah, definitely steep down there. A lot of trees, so they would have came right through here. I wonder if this is original. It almost looks like it is. Cool. Decided to take my face off there so you can get the full view. Oh, what's this? This is a headstone. Let's go see what this is. I know that they said that there are bodies, I believe, still buried here randomly. I think in this, I'm gonna see if we can ask John. Lieutenant John McCullough of Ohio, aide to General Harrison, killed while conferring with the general, and Lieutenant Robert Walker of Pennsylvania, killed by Indians near Fort Miami, were buried here. Wow. Hey. I'm not ghost hunting. Just putting a recorder out. Just gonna talk about this location. Well, guys, Lieutenant John McCullough and Lieutenant Robert Walker. I just wanted to pay my respects to you. I'm trying to find a way to do this. I wanted to pay my respects. My name is Suga. Thank you for your service and for fighting during the War of 1812 and after. I see that you died near Fort Miami, but you were buried here, and I hope that this resting place is peaceful for you. If you are here and you're listening to me, I just hope that you accept my respecting of you as an officer. Just again want to say thank you for your service, Mr. John McCullough, Lieutenant, and Lieutenant Robert Walker. Thank you so, so much. That's not ghost hunting. That's me paying respects. That memorial really is cool. We'll try to get on it on the way back. See if it's got a walkway up there. I don't feel like walking through any tall grass. I mean, it looks like they... You know what, is this open? Let's see if this is open first. Hoping we can get in this one. This looks exciting. It's just really, you guys definitely got to come here, because this is, I mean, it supports history too, you know? It's $12 for me to get in. Kids are cheaper. Seniors are cheaper. But $12 to me is worth it. Oh yeah, you can go in this one. Neat. How cool is this? Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. Artillery crew, first floor. Oh, you can scan a QR code. And this is artillery crew preparing to fire a cannon. Neat. So this is blockhouse 2. And this would have been facing off the back as well. People coming up here. Trying to rush us. We got a cannon here though. Kick your butt. Cool. Super neat. You can go upstairs too. What's this? How the blockhouses were used. Guarded the perimeter of the fort. Manned around the clock, not living or sleeping quarters. May have been used as a hospital ward or military courtroom when not under attack. During the attack on the second floor, 14 soldiers armed with 2 muskets each fired from the loopholes. Additional 6 soldiers concentrated on reloading guns. On the first floor, the cannon was moved into position. Artillery crews of 4 to 6 men fired on attackers. If the fort was invaded, cannon swung around to fire out the door. Cool. All right. Oh, and then they got the little... What did I say I called them? Oh, yeah. Super neat. Cool. So this is where the soldiers would have been. Man, keeping watch here in the fort. How cool is that? Looking right out this window. How neat. You can see it right down there. Probably if somebody knocked on the door, you want to see who it is. Pretty cool. This is definitely worth $12 for me. I gotta say that. I think it's cool. It's neat seeing all of this. Super cool. Protecting the fort. I think that's cool, personally. I think I would want that for a job. If you guys would want that as a job, comment below. Or comment below what you would want to be doing in the fort if you lived here. You know, like, what do you think would be a good job for you? You know, being a nurse or a doctor or artillery. I think I'd want to be artillery. Sounds fun. Definitely the river would have been right there, too, for people to come off boats and to attack the fort from behind. So I get why they had so many artillerymen and things like that, and the blockhouse is facing the water. That completely makes sense. There's probably enemies trying to bum rush this fort all the time, I'm sure. Even though I'm showing you around, coming here is the ultimate experience though. I've seen a lot of videos of their reenactments and stuff here, and it looks super cool. Unfortunately, I had to work, so I missed the one for Memorial Weekend. That was my weekend to work, and I really wanted to come because they were reenacting everything. It's very rare you can find places that'll reenact war scenes, so when you do find them, definitely go. And they have stuff all the time. So they do have stuff going on right now, and we're about to see it as soon as we get around this corner. And they said that I could go ahead and ask some people some questions. We're still looking for John. He's the manager, so he's probably running all over the place. But I'm sure we'll run into him. He's got a yellow jacket on. But some of the other actors that are here reenacting, I'm just going to ask them, like, what are you reenacting today? But again, I don't want to give too much information because I want you to be able to come here and see it yourself. And even though the Ohio History Connection is keeping us from doing investigations at these locations, still, shout out to them, because without their funding, this place wouldn't be here at all. So at the end of the day, it is appreciated. Thank you. But if you would let some of us do investigations at these locations, then they would have more money to do things and help keep the place up. Thank God we do have societies like this, so the historical societies, things like that, because without them, we wouldn't even have anything from the past. Everything would be torn down. And if they don't make those moves, to keep that stuff running, we wouldn't have anything to look at. So shout out to them. This day, a general court-martial sentenced John T. Mosby, a private in Captain Bradford's company, for threatening to blow up the magazine and then to desert to the British, to be confined, tied to a poster log in a tent by himself 1 month, to have a handcuff on his right hand, to ride a wooden horse for 30 minutes once a week for 1 month, with a 6-pound ball fastened to each foot, to wear a ball and chain the whole time. I kind of feel like punishments for criminals were a lot better than they are today. I think that if we took our criminals and made them do that, maybe we'd have less crime. Maybe we should go back to this. Just a hint. Government, if you're watching this might be a better idea than just having somebody have a little apartment with a roommate in a prison with good food and workout equipment and being able to have cigarettes and take walks outside. Just saying. So I'm assuming they got this set up as... What do they got? Oh, this is Life of a Soldier. Sounds of the day. Life and drum. Push the buttons left to hear 12 different fife and drum calls. Let's see. That's to repair. The signal to repair to the colors. Assemble in formation at the location of the unit's flags. Oh, it doesn't stop. I can't stop it. I think I pushed it the second time and it started over. I don't know if it's worth going through all of these guys for, like, what is that, a minute? The troop assembles the soldiers in the morning for roll call. Let's try that one. So you would have to memorize all these. I think we got it. There's the signal to pack up the tents and move out. Pioneers march to instruct fatigue. Work parties. Roast beef announce the noon and evening meals. Okay, that sounds interesting. That does sound like you ready to eat, huh? That's how my stomach be feeling. I'm thinking, like, you would have to learn what each one of these, the sound was. I don't know. That one I remember for sure, though, because it's food. So, definitely. And then there's the wood call, collect wood. I wouldn't care about that one. Water call, collect water for daily use. I mean, somebody else gonna get that. Retreat signal to assemble for evening roll call and instruction. I just follow everybody else. Tattoo announced the end of the day and confined all off-duty soldiers to their tents. Rogue March played during punishments. Roslyn Castle played at all the fort's funerals. Oh, here's one. To arms. Played to send troops to their battle positions. Curiosity before I play these. Do you guys, like, when I'm saying what they are, do you know what the call's going to be? Like, what it's going to sound like? Those of you in the military, maybe. I don't know if they still use these. So this is to arms when we're ready to go into battle. Oh. That sounds a little too happy to me. I feel like they should have just kept the drum roll. This is more suspenseful. Lord have mercy. I don't know, but that don't sound like we're going to war. That sounds like somebody grandpa done come to visit them. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be a little. Let's try the Rogue March. Let's try that one because that's played during punishments. Let's give it a try. This better sound mean. I think that'd be a punishment just to listen to this, if you want me to be honest. Because I would be really irritated more than what they was doing to me during the punishment than to have to hear this constantly. I'm only gonna try one more when this is done. I don't know if I even want to play the funeral one. I swear to God, if this don't sound sad, because I don't know what's up with the flutes, but all these flutes sound really happy. And the only time I would have been happy is when I was hungry. So I don't know. One more. I'm not playing every single one of these. We'll try the funeral one. I mean, it's pretty. Oh. Well, if this doesn't grab some soldiers' attention, I don't know what it is. We've been listening to this for almost 7 minutes. This is how they're. Oh, this must be for every soldier at Fort Meigs, from General Harrison to the youngest private, lived in a tent. Most soldiers slept 6 men per tent, which left little room for personal effects. Officers lived in larger tents called marquees, which they shared with 1 or 2 others. Okay, so this would be for the marquees then. So this would be for the higher ranks, is what I'm assuming. Got, it's hard to see. There we go. Looks like you got some. The knives and the forks didn't change too much. The forks just got a couple extra, whatever they're called. A shaver. It's like a knife. Their boots all nice there. Bed. You know, it's so funny, like, how much smaller people were back then. When you look at a lot of these clothing from this era, it's so small. At some point, we started, I don't know, being bigger. Some of the medical supplies, spirits. Cool. Very, very neat. Oh, and it's for shaving as well. Okay, cool. Neat. Oh, this is a, oh, so this, you move this. So we're gonna spin the wheel and see what Suga's diagnosis is today and what happened to me. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see what I got. Oh, great. Really? Really? As if I need more cramps. And then to top it off, bloody diarrhea. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. I hope this house is open. It's pretty cool looking. I don't think it's open. We'll give it a try, the door handle here, but I don't think it's open. I feel like it would be unlocked if it was, so I'm not sure what would be in here. Oh, big bug. I don't know if you guys can see in there. Not sure. That's hard to see in there. What that would have been. That sucks. Must be, it looks like they have fires and stuff there, so it must be when they have their, so you gotta come here on a day when they're having their, all their little activities and stuff, when things are open and they've got people, you know, role playing and stuff like that, probably to see some of these buildings. But again, they have a lot of times throughout the year that they do this. Obviously, probably not winter, but so definitely check it out because it's worth it. It's just that house. Let's see. We'll go around this way. She did say it's where all the action is. I think it's on this side. Oh yeah. I got these tents. Let's see what's going on here. Not sure what that's for. Oh, here comes a guy looking like Abraham Lincoln. Oh, he's a doctor, that guy over there in the white. We'll see. See what he's doing. All right, guys, let's see what's going on in this tent. We have this beautiful, we have a lot of beautiful ladies in here, and it's fine looking gentlemen too. So what are you guys doing over here?
I'm making lucid cord.
What is a lucid cord?
A lucid cord. Here's a finished one here. I use this to lace up my clothing.
Oh, nice.
Hold
Oh,
it
like
together.
that? Okay, gotcha. Nice. So would it have been like for like a corset or
making these?
All of your clothes.
all of clothes would have been.
Understand your uppers and your lowers aren't held up by a belt. Your belt is for your weapons. The lucid cord is to hold them together.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Or hold it together.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. And what are you doing back there, sir?
I am actually working on a something called a Dusok. It's a
Okay.
training. It's a form of training sword that would have been appropriate for the Lance Connect period. So this is actually a wooden core with leather wrapped around it. And once I finish sewing it, I will actually wax harden it. So I'll pour hot wax over top of it to make sure it solidifies,
cool.
and that'll make this sturdy and hard enough to hold up for training, but not hard enough to actually hurt the other person I'm training with.
Cool.
Much.
I didn't know
Much.
any of this.
It'll still sting.
And what are you ladies doing over here? Sewing, looks like. Sewing something.
I'm doing
Little
bottom
crochet.
lace.
What-
That's how we started making lace in the 1500s. Was using bobbins and thread to make lace by working back and forth.
That looks like that would have took forever.
I'm pretty slow
Well,
compared to who would have been professional.
still, I feel like that would take all forever.
I have been working on this piece for. This is my second season working on it.
Oh my lord, how long's a season?
We do
About 8.
about 8 events, which are about 2 days each. Some are
Sheesh.
3, but I can get one of these little flowers done in a weekend
Lord have mercy.
because I don't work on
Well,
it constantly.
It's still faster than I would have got
she
it done.
says she's not going very fast, but
Well, I
she
mean,
goes fast enough to impress and slow enough to teach.
yeah, that sounds good to me. And you look like you're back there crocheting.
Knitting.
Or knitting,
Yeah,
sorry,
so
whatever.
I'm knitting
I don't know any
a
of this
hat
stuff.
based on a 16th century example, and it's going to look like her hat again.
Here, oh, like the hat. What do they call those?
Teleberet?
Talibera, I think.
Oh,
Teleberet.
okay. Neat. And those probably take a long time too, huh?
Well, this is the first one I've made. I will let you know when I
We'll see how fast you get through it.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Everybody needs to come
by.
and see you guys make this cool stuff. It's awesome. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Well, that was definitely interesting. We're going to check out this archery guy, and then there's a guy over here with a long pole. I don't know what he's doing. There was a doctor here and a guy with a tall hat. I'm not really sure. It looks like he's talking about archery over here. So, I don't want to interrupt their stuff there, but he's an archer. And then you got this guy with this long pole here. They're all dressed in their attire, and he was showing the guy earlier how to hold it, so must be some type of fighter. But I don't want to disturb everybody's tour. You know, everybody's paid money to get in here, so I just want to show you how small these tents are. I mean, this is like, look how small that is. It is tiny. That's like a normal size tent. Look how little this is. I mean, that's like a teepee. Smaller than a teepee, I would say like a kind of normal sized tent. And this is tiny, so to think that a soldier would sleep in that little thing. Okay, so Fort Meigs attacked. Let's see what we got going on in here. This is oh cool, artillery. Looks like we got some cannonballs. Wow, this is the smallest one. Now mind you, I do have small hands. Actually, this would be the size of a shot put. I used to throw shot put in high school, so I would say that's about the size of a 10, 12 pound shot put. This would have been the male's shot put, which I believe was like 14 pounds. So that was a solid shot, a 6 pound, a 12 pound. That was about right, and a 24 pound. But the men's was about this big for shot put, but it didn't weigh 24 pounds. We got canister shots. We got the little grape shots. Look how little these are. And this is a 5.5-inch howitzer shell. Wow. There is Mr. Proctor. We know Proctor. Does anybody remember our video? Which one was he from? Which one was he from? The River Raisin. Right. We got Tecumseh. See if you guys remember which one that one's from. And then we got Green Clay. I haven't learned about this guy yet. Harrison learns that Green Clay and 1,200 reinforcements from Kentucky are nearing Fort Meigs. All right, so he would have been with Kentucky. We're gonna go back up here. The noise you're hearing, that's my drone, because unfortunately we can't fly it. Wow, this thing is huge. Fort Meigs, 1813. Look at this thing. Wow. Pretty cool. Now mind you, if you come here on their like scheduled days where they have a lot of reenactments going on, you're gonna see a lot more of what them ladies were doing and a lot of the other ones too. This is just small scale right now. It's their typical weekend. But if you come here on one of the reenactment dates, man, you're gonna be able to see a lot of stuff. Coming to this last building, check it out. Oh wow, they got a whole, man, this is cool. They got the old hatchets and shovels and axe. So cool. How neat is this? They got people out here, little soldiers out here working, the soldiers watching. And see, here's where we were with the cannons. Oh, and I was right. Look at this. Okay, so I was right. Looks like that's how they loaded the cannon onto the body. Pretty cool. And this is the section where we would have saw each of the individual cannons. Man, this should have been fun to make. All these figurines, things like this. Look, it's the Budweiser horses. Ah, just kidding. Just kidding. It's all the little tents we're talking about. All the little tents. How little they are. And then you got these guys. Oh, and there's a funeral. Having a funeral here. The casket. Standing at attention. Probably playing that funeral song that we had. Really put a lot of time into that. That's so cool. I love it. That's neat. Glad I got to see that. Okay, so I found the drum guys. They're in one of the, you can hear them. They're practicing back there. Inside. It's locked. I forgot they had an artifacts museum. Facts they found, guys, here. How cool is that? Section of Logan's Elm. He delivered, Mingo Chief Logan delivered his impassionate speech, Logan's Lament, beneath the tree in 1774. The tree was estimated to be 200 to 300 years old when it died in 1964. Wow, super cool. What do we got over here? Oh, a powder horn. It was engraved Jonathan Wadworth, his horn in 1762. Look at the engraving on that. US $50. So these are all found here. Pretty cool. Neat. Weather vanes. Looks like some pottery. Again, you gotta come here to see it, guys. Gotta come here to see it. This is cool, though. Ohio militia coat, worn by Henry Hook during the War of 1812. Oh, that's cool. Look at the buttons, clothing hooks, pewter buttons, shoulder belts. I'm not gonna show you everything. Leather saddlebags. This is cool, an excavated flintlock musket. Look at that. They found that here. That's cool. Neat. I do want to thank you guys for coming with me today. I apologize I couldn't get any drone footage. That sucks. But gotta follow the rules. Yeah, that's the best thing you can do. Just stay good, and like Lost for Words says, be a good human. Keep your hands clean. And that's what we're gonna do. We always respect all historical locations. And even though we may not agree with the societies that donate and help these places out, that they won't let us do paranormal, all we can do is continue to beg and not do paranormal investigations. Yes, I put a recorder out, but we all know that's not really investigating when you're just setting it out there and not really asking any questions. So maybe we got lucky and got something. I don't know. But you respect it. If they say no, no means no. It is what it is, but that doesn't mean that you still can't come and pay to give your respects and help these types of locations out. You know what I mean? Still support them and help preserve these locations, guys, because for those of us that do paranormal investigations, even if we can't get into a location, it's still a historical location. And Gogetemm Paranormal team loves history. So even though I can't investigate this, I still want to visit it. I still wanted to visit and just experience it. You know what I mean? Because it's so cool. So I hope you guys find time to come here. Again, it is Fort Meigs, located in Ohio. You just Google map it, and it's definitely worth the trip. There's a lot of other really cool historical locations you can see here that the Ohio Society is in charge of. So while you're here, you can take on a few more locations. So thanks for coming. Check it out.